We are covering project life cycles and development approaches for the PMP exam. A common exam trap is confusing the project life cycle with the 5 process groups. The life cycle is the series of phases a project passes through from start to completion, like concept, development, and closeout. The process groups, initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and closing, are the management activities that happen within those phases. The exam will test your ability to distinguish them. Central to the life cycle are phases, deliverables, and phase gates. A phase is a distinct period in the project, and a deliverable is the tangible output of that phase. The PMP exam will focus heavily on phase gates, also known as stage gates or kill points. Expect a situational question where you must recognize a phase gate not just as a status review, but as a formal go-no-go decision point where stakeholders decide whether to continue the project, modify it, or terminate it. This is where the project's business case is reevaluated to ensure it's still viable. Now let's discuss development approaches. The PMP exam wants you to know when to use each one. The two ends of the spectrum are predictive and adaptive. A predictive, or waterfall life cycle is used when the project's scope, time, and cost are well understood upfront. Think of constructing a building. You need a detailed blueprint before you start. The exam will test this with scenarios describing stable requirements and a low degree of uncertainty. On the other end is the adaptive or agile approach. This is for projects with high uncertainty and evolving requirements, like developing a new software application. Adaptive approaches are both iterative and incremental. This is another major confusion point. Iterative development is about refining a product through repeated cycles. Imagine sculpting a statue. You start with a block and continuously refine it. Incremental development is about delivering the product in completed, usable pieces. Think of building a mobile app feature by feature. Most adaptive approaches, like Scrum, do both. They iteratively refine the work while incrementally delivering value. The exam will present scenarios and ask you to select the most appropriate approach. For example, a project with unclear scope and a need for frequent stakeholder feedback points directly to an adaptive life cycle. The most critical skill tested is tailoring. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. As project manager, you must analyze the project's context, its complexity, risks, and stakeholder needs to select and adapt the best life cycle. You might even use a hybrid approach where a predictive model is used for well-understood components like hardware design and an adaptive model is used for evolving parts like software development. To remember the core choice, use this phrase: predict the future or adapt to change. If you can confidently plan the entire project from the start, you can predict. If you expect change and need to learn as you go, you must adapt. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.